Kelly.
I am just so excited to be a member of the Lynx. We just had a historic election with the first vice presidential candidate coming from our ranks.
Woo, woo.
Oh yeah, we have the world watching our response to social injustice, and we are dealing with a worldwide pandemic.
Just thinking back at our founders, how courageous and forward thinking these women had to be to gather a group of 9 civic minded women organized to focus on charitable, social, and intercultural initiatives. We are still focusing on those same things today and fighting the good fight. The great work continues.
Amen. Let's take a look back at the first meeting to see what we can learn from our founders who came together as friends, transforming communities through service.
Let's do it.
Coffee.
Your home is beautiful, Lillian.
Lillian, you have outdone yourself.
Yes, she has.
You're a wonderful hostess.
Any of you ladies want any more coffee?
Sure.
Lillian, I think you have outdone yourself.
Oh, this is nothing. How about a crumpet? Anybody
Oh,
want
would love
freshly
one.
made butter cookies?
Please.
Fine. You have to try her butter cookie and call the meeting to order. Ladies. I'd like to call our meeting of the Philadelphia Club to order, and it is 5 p.m. Myrtle, can you please read the minutes from the last meeting? Secretary Myrtle?
My pleasure, President Hawkins. The meeting was called to order by President Hawkins at 2:10 p.m. We adopted our purpose as presented with an unanimous vote of 9 out of 9. We enumerated the officers, their corresponding duties, and tenure. We set a schedule for when we would select new members, that their residency must be within a 25-mile radius. There will be expulsion for 3 meetings missed consecutively, because if you miss them consecutively, you're not interested. And after much discussion, the dues were set at 50 cents to maintain active status.
I know, Myrtle. That's a lot of money, and we should revisit that one.
Ladies, thank you very much. Thank you, Secretary Myrtle. If there are no objections, our minutes will stand approved as read. Our hope is that we have meaningful, enjoyable relationships with our friends whose interests extend to service in our communities. Next on our agenda will be Vice President Sarah Scott, and she will give a report on the current social and civic climate so that we can plan our work, especially when we just heard that CORE, the Congress of Racial Equity, launched the first Freedom Ride to the South.
President Hawkins, I feel strongly that as middle-class Negroes with relatively secure positions, homes and cars and social life, it is our responsibility to focus on civic activities to increase awareness for justice and equality. As you know, President Truman signed an executive order to conduct a study on racial equalities to abolish the poll tax, desegregation of the military, laws to enforce fair housing, education, healthcare, and employment. As teachers, including myself, Mrs. Katie Green, Mrs. Myrtle Stratton, and Miss Lillian Stanford, we will lend our voice in education equality, and Mrs. Wright in the category of business and finance with her degree from the University of Pennsylvania.
And of course, our prominent, highly preferred professional husbands will help us as well.
Indeed. I want to give you an update on one of our first projects, a vigilance committee that monitors publicity about Negroes as a means of identifying favorable and unfavorable publicity.
Oh, yes. I just want to add to the Vice President Sarah Scott's report that the store that we sent letters to has since removed those offensive toys and books and clothing from the store windows and shelves after they got our letters.
One day, the voices of colored people will be heard at the polling places.
Yes, you are right about that. One day they will see.
Yes, Dorothy, our letters really do make a difference. After the objection about the portrayal of the images and the thought of losing our business, those items disappeared quickly.
In addition, I am pleased to report that our correspondent was received that we applaud Josephine Baker for refusing to accept an engagement at the Earl Theater in Philadelphia without an assurance that Negro musicians and stagehands will be employed for her performances.
Vice President Scott, don't forget to mention that when Bing Crosby refused to let Negro golfers Teddy Rhodes play in the California golf tournament, we sent Mr. Crosby a telegram condemning him of his actions.
You are so right, Lillian. We sure reminded him that men of Mr. Rhodes' racial group are fighting and dying in Korea for democracy. The very principle of which he was denying Mr. Rhodes.
They must remember that things are changing. Now times are changing, and we as a member of this great organization will be a part of that change. That's our purpose, to make a difference. You know, Jackie Robertson is the first Negro baseball player to be a member of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Not to mention, the Freedom Riders are changing things, making an impact in the South with the very first bus ride.
We will continue to send congratulatory letters to Philadelphia employers and agencies that exhibited fairness toward all youth, regardless of race, creed, or color. Let's move on now, ladies. Our other major focus is the well-being of children, and we are preparing to make a major donation to the residents of a Germantown children's home.
Yes, that's correct, President Hawkins. We are planning a major event. We will assist them with food and holiday activities. We're going to make it a festive affair. We want the support to be ongoing and make a difference in their lives.
Okay. Indeed, we're also looking at opportunities for partnership with other organizations to increase our collective impact, such as the NAACP, as Katie Green's husband is the president of the Philadelphia branch.
That's my Harry.
And then there's the American Red Cross, as Ms. Stanford is on the board. And of course, there is Jack and Jill, as I am the National Program Director.
And of course, there are those of us that have our connections with our sororities.
Absolutely. There is much to be done for our Philadelphia Club members, and we are well positioned to do so. Thank you, Vice President Sarah Scott. Next on the agenda, we would like to entertain the name. I now recognize Lillian Wall.
Hawkins, I know I mentioned this before, but I want to make it official. I want to recommend that we embrace the name Links. Ladies, the links, think about it. A link connects things together, and we are friends linking for friendship. Links, links. What do y'all think?
Ladies, what do you think?
Oh, Lillian, I love the name Links. It connects us together.
I do too. I love it. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's go with that.
We should. I think we should.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we move by acclamation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Without
Let's
objection,
do it.
our name will be the Lynx.
Yes.
I would like to submit a design that I've been working on for a bracelet. You are going to love it. You're going to love it. What do you think? What do you think?
Beautiful.
Oh, I love the
it.
bracelet, Margaret. It's like our name,
Beautiful.
the Lynx.
Love it.
Right, you're
This
right.
bracelet is a wonderful idea. And I need the picture for our records.
Okay, no problem. All in favor of the bracelet, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Passed. Next on the agenda is Frances Atkinson, who will present her report.
Yes, President Hawkins, I feel strongly that we should have our own song, which I feel depicts our purpose and defines who we are. In fact, there is a place for our new name. We strive to do some good each year for those who need our aid. It binds us close and brings us joy, and so we feel repaid. We are each, see, that's where it can go right there, a link in friendship's chain and loyal to our creed of doing good through work and play. Together we'll succeed.
I love it. I
I
love it.
love
This
it.
is beautiful.
Beautiful,
This is who
Frances.
we are.
Beautiful.
Yes.
This is who we are. All in favor to adopt the words for a song, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Wonderful.
This is excellent. Excellent. Make sure you give me a copy for the records.
Yes, I will.
Ladies, I've been working on something for a long time, and I've given it a lot of thought, and I'm ready to present our pledge. I do solemnly pledge myself to all the ideals, purposes, and true meaning of the word friendship as embodied in the name Lynx. I shall earnestly endeavor to uphold these standards and do my share towards serving my community and my chapter to the best of my ability, and this I promise.
My gosh,
Beautiful.
this is perfect.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's
All
wonderful.
those in favor of adopting the pledge, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
This pledge clearly spells out our purpose.
Good.
As your first archivist, please make sure you give me a copy of the pledge so that I can put it in our records.
Absolutely. This was a wonderful meeting. We have accomplished so much. Thank you to our wonderful host, Lillian. If there's no further business, our meeting is now adjourned.
Natalie, that was a phenomenal meeting. I mean, just to look back and see them talking about voting rights, the health and well-being of our children, negative marketing and imaging. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And just the whole racial equality platform that, again, is just so major for us right now in 2020.
Absolutely. And to hear the history and really understand where it came from, you know, hearing the pledge, thinking back on, and this I promise, right? That really solidifies our commitment to the Lynx Incorporated. You know, with this appreciation of all that was done by our charter members, it brings that much more meaning to what we do today and our Founders Day ceremony.